welcome back to my channel. Today is Fragrance Friday and I have a really fun video to share with you guys. I am going to discuss my top, I think I've got 10, and I use 10 in quotes because I'm counting 2 of them as one because I do like to layer them. Though there's technically 11 fragrances, that's actually just 10 combinations or 10 fragrances that I want to wear this fall. And for me, fall is October, November-ish. I've started wearing a little bit of these items here in the very tail end here of September, but that's because we've had some crappy weather, and then we have sun today, and then yesterday was like raining sideways, cats and dogs. So it's a crapshoot. But before we get started, I'm gonna tell you what's on my lips and what's on my nails, because if I don't, you guys always ask. So first up, on my lips, I have completely filled with one lipstick. This is Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. This is what I have all over my lips, but it's quite matte, and I'm a gloss girl at heart. So of course I have to go with a gloss. And this gloss is no secret to you guys. You've seen this 1,000 times. This is Buxom's Full On Lip Cream in Sugar Drop. So that's what's on my lips. What is on my nails? It looks so cool. I am so happy with this nail polish. It is a newer polish in my collection. I purchased a whole pile of ILNP nail polishes, and this is one of them, and I cannot pronounce it for the life of me. I will show you a clip, a video. I'll show you the name. You guys can query it. But it is this most amazing. So you can see my nails. It's very chrome-like. It's very blue. It shifts green. It shifts purple. I don't even know how to explain it. This light here, it is blue, but it also shifts orange and pink and red. I don't know how else to grab this. I hope the video I pop up has a little bit better. Let's see if I can do it here. So it sort of shifts purple and blue, and there's some like coppery colors and red. Like, it's amazing. So as I mentioned in the intro, today is all about the fragrances I'm looking forward to the most of my collection for wearing in the next couple months. October, November here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. October can generally be really quite nice, but I feel like I want to start wearing some more fall-inspired fragrances. November, you can see snow, who knows? So let's just jump right on into this list. So one of my favorite fragrances for this time of year reminds me, and I've said this before in a 4 seasons video, I may link it above here, where a few of us decided to do 4 seasons from where we live, pick one fragrance for each season. This one in particular was for my fall or autumn fragrance. Dolce & Gabbana is the only one too. Now I only just got this like last year. I am down to here, right there. And that's saying something for all the fragrances I do have. I absolutely adore this one. Now I do have Fragrantica up here on my computer. I will tell you right now the different notes, top, mid, and base, and then I'll explain a little bit more. So the top notes of Dolce & Gabbana is the only one too, is blackberry, red berries, pear, and freesia. And the mid notes are red, rose, coffee, and violet. And mid notes are tonka bean, ambergris, patchouli, and amber wood. To me, growing up in the South Okanagan in British Columbia, in the town called Oliver, it is the wine capital of Canada, if you can believe it. Not Niagara, it's Oliver. So, which means like there's just per capita more wineries than anywhere else in Canada. This to me, I think of a red barrel, like I think of a barrel room with all of those beautiful scents of wine, fermentation. Not that it smells like fermentation, but it's got that berries, it's sweet, it's sultry. There's no oak there's no oak listed in the notes here, but I definitely just love the smell. This smell exudes like fall for me from the Okanagan, of which if I were to be back in the Okanagan right now, this is what I'd be wearing like everyday signature scent for the fall. But I have actually worn this a couple times here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, kind of giving me the vibes of where I'm from. So again, Dolce & Gabbana, the only one. Right. Up next is actually a men's fragrance, but I love it. And actually Nelson enjoys it too. And it's actually a new acquired fragrance for myself. So that is Mercedes-Benz Club Black. And you're going to see a theme for anything that you guys can see. Now, I don't think this is necessarily clear, but you're going to see a theme of different juice colors. But anyway, this is amazing. I got a sample list from Emmy. I'll list her channel down below. It is fabulous. I enjoyed it. It wore well on me on the tester, so I went out and bought it. It's available as I'm filming right now on fragrancebuy.ca for under $60. It's great. 100% unisex in my books. This one here, the top notes are bergamot, and mid notes are incense, jasmine, and base notes are vanilla, benzoin, ambroxan, and woodsy notes, or woody notes. This is sweet decadence. It's a beautiful, beautiful or handsome fragrance. It's sweet. That vanilla and that benzoin, just, it's beautiful. It is not overly masculine. It's sweet. It's got a brightness of the bergamot that actually kind of brings a little, a little to it. But I really, really enjoy this one, and it really does last on my skin and my clothes. So this is definitely another one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. So next up is a fragrance I purchased kind of around the beginning of summer or like end of spring, but that's just because I've started getting into fragrance even more and more and more. This one is the 2021 version of C. This is the Intense C 2021. The difference is that this is a black lid and like clear bottle, whereas I believe the original C had a black lid and a black bottle. This is gorgeous, you guys. The top notes, and you're going to start to see a theme here, is black currant syrup, so very sweet. Mid notes are Turkish rose, Davana or Davina, and then we have base notes of benzoin and patchouli, and this is beautiful. I also want to try the C Fiore. I have C Passione, which I'm going to save for winter. Oh man, it's that black currant. Black currant for me, I absolutely adore that scent for this time of year. It's still got that tartness, it's got that brightness, and yet it's just yummy. And the vanilla, of course, this is super sweet. Again, with the juice, you're going to see a theme when it comes to the colors, as I mentioned before. So I really am looking forward to wearing C Intense 2021 version. So one of the fragrances that I'm looking forward to wearing this fall, that it would be the Scent by the Fireplace by Maison, Margiela, and Replica. This is beautiful fragrance. It's not exactly the same, but it is a more intense version of Bath & Body Works candle in Marshmallow Fireside. That's how I see it. If I were to compare this fragrance to a candle, that would be it. So By the Fireplace is beautiful. I've had this for a little bit. I like to spray this in the fall. It's got that, it's like a little bit of smokiness. It's so nice. As I was saying though, it's not exactly the same as Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works, but it's probably the closest. If I were to compare a fragrance to that candle, that would be this one here. And so because of that smokiness, I don't wear it often. I do, however, enjoy wearing this if I know I'm going to be outside, because, well, in the fall, people are burning and things like that. And I just love that smell. Again, it reminds me of the Okanagan, where I grew up. I don't get there's not a lot of burning out here in Halifax, but really, really do enjoy this one. Next up is another sample size that I have that I just received from my friend Nisha, and I'll list her channel down below as well. I purchased this particular decant. Now, my friend Emmy sent me a small decant as well. I'm talking about none other than Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. It is in my cart for the Sephora VIB sale, friends and family, whatever you want to call it. I've been waiting with bated breath, ready to go, because I want to get my 20% off. But in the meantime, I did purchase this from Nisha. So this is Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. It is an absolutely stunner of a fragrance. I like when I smelled this the first time, when I tried the sample that Emmy sent me, I was like, sold. I knew this was a Kim fragrance. It's got essence to me of almost a chai, like some of the spices, but I will read to you guys the top, mid, and the base notes here on Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Top notes are tobacco leaf and spicy notes, hence why I guess I think of chai tea right off the bat. Then we have mid notes of vanilla, cacao, tonka bean, and tobacco blossom, with base notes of dried fruits and woody notes. 100% from the top, I get the spicy, I get the tobacco. And then definitely the sweetness of the cacao and the vanilla. The dried fruits is what I get at the very, very end. This is beautiful. I'm gonna spray it on me. Oh, it smells so good. I actually get the spice and the dried fruit almost matching together. Love this one. I'm going to talk about the combo I was telling you about, that I know it's 2, but in my mind, I'm like 2 actually equals 1. because I actually don't wear one of them without the other. And they're both from Kayali. They're the only two fragrances I have from this house. And that is Kayali's Vanilla 28 and Kayali's Elixir 11. And the two of these, amazing. Such a good fragrance. I'm going to describe the scent notes here for you guys. Top, mid, and base for Vanilla 28. So we have top notes of vanilla, orchid, and jasmine, with mid notes of brown sugar, tonka bean, and base notes of amber, musk, amberwood, and patchouli. To say that this is a comforting vanilla scent for me is an understatement. I wore this during a hurricane by myself with the cat at the time. Anytime I want to be comforted, I love this one. It is a very sweet brown sugar, yummy, sweet vanilla. Like, you have to love vanilla. I mean, look at how dark this juice has changed. Has not changed the fragrance one bit. I've actually gifted this to my friend Ramona. She really loves it. This is so great on its own, but I'm going to tell you, I blend the Vanilla 28 with Elixir 11 from Kayali. So I'm going to tell you what the scent notes are described for this one. So here we are, Elixir 11. So the top notes for this one are red apple and rose petals, mid notes of May rose and jasmine sambac, and base notes of patchouli, amber, and vanilla. To me, this makes the most perfect, juicy, fresh red apple with a hint of rose in the air, and this apple is full of caramel drizzle on top. This is what I get between the two of these combined. I've gone through a little bit more. It's hard for me to show you how much. I've only used up maybe about this much here of this particular scent, but these two together are absolutely magnificent. I highly recommend it. I'm not normally a rose fan, so when I layer this, I will put Elixir 11 on the bottom, and then I'll spray Vanilla 28 on top, and this is just delicious. This one is a very inexpensive cheapie from Zara. This is Rich Warm Addictive, and I was so happy. It was out of stock for so long, and I purchased this at the beginning of summer when it was restocked again, and I was like, ooh, I can't wait till fall so I can actually wear this again. Gorgeous. Now, Maria Colette, I'm going to link her video down below. I know she says she wears this to bed. I could definitely see myself wearing this. It's so good. They don't have top, mid, or base notes, but I'm just going to read to you guys the couple different fragrance notes that they describe this from Zara. There's honey, coconut, tobacco, sandalwood, and cedar. It's just sexy. It's just beautiful. I really enjoy this one, and it doesn't last that long. That's why I think it probably would be like Maria uses it for, to go to sleep. I think it would be really lovely to wear to bed, because I don't think it would last that long. But Nelson really enjoyed this too, so maybe I'll share. I don't know. I haven't decided. Okay, I'll share. So up next is one of my absolute favorite scents from Lush that only comes out in Halloween or like the holiday season, but in fragrance form, and that is Lord of Misrule. I love this one. Now, I love the bath bomb. I don't like the Lush Lord of Misrule shower cream. I feel like it's not quite the same, but the bath bomb and this perfume is just gorgeous. And if you want to be a little extra spicy, this is the way to go. Again, there's no top, base, or mid notes. They put 3 notes on Fragrantica, and there you have it. We have patchouli, vanilla, and pepper. It's so cool. And this smells just like the bath bomb that I so love. Oh, this is so good. It's so warm, spicy. And again, like I said before, look at the juice. I actually purchased this in the summertime, so I haven't really had a lot of wear out of this. I have worn it a couple times now in the month of September, so I'm sure I'll get a little bit more use out of this. And of course, we have Halloween around the corner. Lord of Misrule. Yes, please. Next up is something that surprised me. I'm not a fan, and I've tried all 3, and I'll see if I can remember to link the video that I did comparing all 3. The initial launch of Libre and Libre Eau de Toilette, and now Libre Intense. I did pick this one up. I was quite surprised because there is a lot of lavender in it. I don't normally like a lot of lavender when lavender screams out at me as like the #1 thing, but I really love this. And again, I only just picked this up late spring of 2021. So let me just tell you guys what the top, mid, and base notes for this one here. And again, that's YSL or Yves Saint Laurent Libre Intense. Top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, and bergamot. Mid notes of lavender, Tunisian orange blossom, jasmine, sambic, and orchid. Base notes of Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, ambergris, and vetiver. And the base notes is kind of like what I love this for. So even though lavender is in the top and the mid note, I don't necessarily get that on its longevity. But my initial scent when I blast this in the air, it smells like root beer. And I love it. And it dries down and you won't get that root beer scent, but I love that initial blast. It must be something to do with the mandarin orange and the bergamot. I don't know. There's a lot of citrus there, but I get a deep, rich, like root beer scent. Like if you were to open a Barks root beer or an A&W root beer, crack that open and that's what I get the first sniff. But I really do enjoy this. It does last a while for me. So again, you guys can tell that I seem to like the intense versions of things. Things with a lot of vanilla, tonka bean, that kind of thing. And Madagascar vanilla is awesome. And last but not least, something I'm looking forward to these next couple months of fall, autumn is something that I acquired again over the summer. But this I've not really given a lot of love to because it's just been a bit warm. And that is Jean-Paul Gaultier's La Belle. Everybody has talked about it. I have been trying to get my hands on it. Shoppers Drug Mart finally got it here in Canada. I'm still waiting for the intense version. Use your points if you're in Canada. You guys know you can get free perfume if you spend money at Shoppers Drug Mart. But look at how beautiful she is. Now, let me just bring up the top, mid, and base notes and share that with you guys. Top notes are pear and bergamot with mid notes of floral notes on leather with base notes of vanilla, vetiver, amber, and musk. And until recently, there were only 3 scent notes on Fragrantica and somehow it got changed overnight. But anyway, this is a beautiful vetiver, even though I'm not heavily into vetiver, but it's a vetiver, vanilla, and pear fragrance. So that vanilla and that pear are just absolutely delicious. The day I'm filming this is a beautiful and sunny day, and I don't want to wear anything too heavy, although I just sprayed like a whole bunch of fragrance on me. But anyway, I'm home from work. Yesterday, however, was a crappy, gross, disgusting, rainy, sideways kind of day, and I sprayed this, and I loved it. She lasts a long time. She lingers. This is just absolutely beautiful, you guys. 100% if you like that kind of sweet pear, a little bit of an edge of vetiver to it, definitely get it. I don't get the leather. I don't get much in the way of floral notes. Definitely pear, vanilla, amber, that kind of thing for me, for sure. Super, super happy I have this and can't wait to give it a little bit more love in these next couple months. So there you have it, you guys. Those were all of my fragrances I'm really looking forward to wearing in the next couple months. Kind of hoping for some cooler weather. I think we're supposed to be getting just a lot of rain. Yay. I can't wait to share with you also. There's so many ones I want to wear for winter as well. But maybe we'll set that one up in a couple weeks. But I'm just looking over there. I don't think I could do a top 10. I think I'd have to do a top 20 for all the winter fragrances I want to wear this year because let me tell you, that whole category grew ginormously over these last few months. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, definitely press the subscribe button. It does help this channel out. As always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.